Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. What's up? Tracey here from NoPageLeftBlank.wordpress.com, and the holidays are over, so it is time for my Christmas haul. If you hadn't caught on by now, my husband and I are kind of huge nerds slash geeks. So Christmas for us is like a big pile of collectibles under the tree. And I have a lot of stuff to show you today. I am listing this as a Funko haul because the majority of what I have is Funko Pops. I have 36 of them, I believe, in front of me right now. But I also have a few other things that I also got for Christmas, so I want to share those with you too. And if you want to skip to the Funko part, I will give you a timestamp in just a moment. But before I do anything, the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about, just to get it out there right away so that you guys know, so that it's available, I got an email today from Pop in a Box. If you guys didn't watch my Pop in a Box video, it is basically a service where you pay to get X number of Funko Pops sent to you every month. You can pick between 1 and 12. And depending on where you are in the world, it can be a real deal as far as, you know, I signed up for 12, and even with the American conversion and everything, I'm still getting them for basically what they would cost me in store anyway. So if the Canadian dollar ever goes up, it'll be a real deal. I'll be getting them for quite a bit less than what they actually retail for. So it's an excellent service if you are a Funko fanatic and you would like to get Pops in your mail every day, or every month, sorry. So anyway, I got an email from them saying that for a limited time only, and they didn't say how limited, so take that with a grain of salt. You don't know how long this is going to last. But my code, which will be down in the description below, if you click on that link, normally you get 5% off your first Pop in a Box. For a limited time only, it is going to be 20%. So if you click on that link down there and sign up for Pop in a Box, you will get 20% off your first box for a limited time only. So I wanted to let you guys know that right away, to make sure that you see it in case anybody stops before the video is over. I didn't want to wait till the end of the video. So just so you guys know that, for a limited time, click on that link, you get 20% off your first box. And if you order one of the larger boxes, obviously that's a lot more money off. So I wanted to let you guys know that, so that it's out there, so that you have the option if you are interested in that service. So please check it out. And there'll be some more information below as well. Okay, so let's get into it. I am going to look at the non-Funko stuff first. So if you guys are only here for Funko Pops, I will put a timestamp here-ish. Go there if you just want to skip right to the Funkos. So the first thing I'm going to show is from Hallmark. If you guys don't know, Hallmark does a line now called Itty Bitties, and they are little, like, plush, almost Beanie Baby kind of items, and they're all kinds of different pop culture stuff. So they do Disney princesses and Marvel superheroes and all that kind of thing. And my husband picked these two up for me because he thought they were cute, and I think he may have bought them specifically to write on the tag, because what he wrote on the tag was, "I love you, I know." And there they are. They are super adorable little Han and Leia itty bitty plushies. They're just these little, they're like bean bags on the bottom and just plush on the top, and they're super cute. I do love them. I have no intention of collecting them or anything like that, but he thought that these were cute, and like I say, I think he may have actually picked them up specifically so that he could write that tag, because he is silly that way. But these are super adorable, and I really like them a lot. I haven't detached them yet, as you can see, but you can get a whole bunch of other Star Wars ones that you see back there, and they do actually sell this ginormous Darth Vader one, and it's silly because they're called itty bitties, but this thing is huge. It's like, I can't even put my hands on the screen, as big as it is. And it's got little pouches so that you can put these guys inside, like, his belt. Just in case you're interested in that kind of thing, he's like almost 200 bucks, I think. It's ridiculous, but these are affordable, if you are wondering. And they're just super cute, so that's the one I wanted to show you guys first. The next thing I'm going to show you, my husband half got it for me to tease me, because he had found a bunch of Sailor Moon episodes on my computer that I was watching. Sailor Moon was a big show of my childhood, and I do still enjoy it. I was watching the new Crystal version, which I actually really like, just to let you guys know if you're interested. So my husband picked up this for me. It is Girls' Memories figure of Sailor Moon, is what it says on the box. And I love how it has the 8+ sticker on there. That makes me feel real good about myself. But I do have it out of the box, so there it is if you guys are interested in it. It's your basic statue, you know, it doesn't have any movable parts or anything, but it is actually quite nicely done, very nicely painted. And if you are a fan of Sailor Moon, it is a pretty cute statue to have. They do have other ones. They do have other ones of the other Sailor Soldiers and whatnot. I don't know whether I will collect them or not because they're a bit pricey for what they are, but I may pick up a couple more in the future because they are actually very nicely done, extremely well painted, if you guys can tell from the video. I like them a lot. The next thing I have is from a company called Revoltech. If you guys don't know what Revoltech is, I don't have a huge amount of information to give you, but they do very nice figures with tons of different posable points. And so basically you can put these figures in a million different stances, and they come with lots of extra little parts, you know, hands in different positions, faces with different expressions and the like. And the one I got is, he's not in the box, but I will show you the box. It's the series number 91 Bash the Stampede from Trigun. Basically, I told my husband to get me this. We were in a comic shop and I saw it and I thought it was really cool. I really liked Trigun when I saw it. I'm planning on watching it again sometime in the near future. And I saw this figure and thought it was really cool. There's lots of poses you can do and everything. So I kind of hinted to him, hey, I would like that. Oh, Christmas coming up. And I've been playing around with them. And that's what I've got set up right now. There are a ton of posable points in this guy. He's got, you know, the hips, the knees, the ankles, the bits of his coat all bend in different directions, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, waist. There's tons of posable points. So you can put him in a whole bunch of different poses. This is what I've got so far, because the one thing about these Revoltech is, if you can see, it's all in Japanese on the back there. So there's no real help in trying to figure out how to get him into those poses. And I'm always scared a little bit with these. I feel like I'm going to break the posing points. So this is what I figured out so far. I will probably get him into a different pose at some point, but these are very nice figures. And like I said, just so many posable points so you can play with them and get them doing what you want them to do. And very well painted. Very, you know, it's very true to the character. Like, everything just looks so good. So I really, really like these figures. And I actually also got my husband a Revoltech figure this Christmas. I got him Gamera, which surprised him quite a lot, and he likes it. So they make nice figures. So if you guys are interested in the kind of figure that you can pose and do what you want with, look into Revoltech. They make some really cool stuff. Next I have a couple of Final Fantasy figures. First, from Final Fantasy X, or X if you prefer, I have Auron. And he's not posable or anything like that. He has a different arm that you can put on. So, you know, when he flips back his coat and the other arm is underneath there. I think, see, my husband bought this secondhand from somebody who's getting rid of it, and I think he may have, like, super glued some pieces in because they didn't feel like they wanted to come off, even though I'm sure they're supposed to. So I'm going to leave him like this for now, lest I accidentally break him. And of course, being secondhand, he's not in 100% perfect condition, but he looks pretty darn good. You know, basically there's just a little bit of, you know, dust in the crevices that I can't get out, but he looks very nice, and I played the hell out of Final Fantasy X, so this is pretty darn cool. I like him a lot. I like the great big sword and everything. It's super, super cool. And from Final Fantasy 13-2, we have Lightning. She is pretty cool as well. Again, not terribly posable. There's a little bit of, you know, bend in her knees and stuff so you can get her to stand properly, and a bit of bend in the elbows and arms. But she doesn't need a lot of posability because she's really cool. Nice design, really cool feather, whatever this thing is supposed to be, kind of just draped on her side there. And again, this was also picked up secondhand, so she's not in 100% perfect condition, but very well taken care of. It looks like, you know, just a little bit of, again, a little bit of dust in the tiny crevices and the like, but very nice. My only complaint about her is that she does not come with a stand, so she's one of those figures that you gotta kind of try to get her standing properly, and then in the middle of the night you hear her fall over. So I may try to lean her against something to make sure that she's not falling over and breaking her gun blade and everything. So. But also very cool. I unfortunately did not play this game. Hopefully will at some point in the future. I never seem to have the time. But she is still super, super cool. And my daughter watched my husband play the game and loved the character, so she loves it too. Pretty awesome. A couple of little things. I have a scalar. If you guys don't know what scalars are, they are basically little dudes that cling to the cord. It's supposed to be for headphones, so they're hanging off your headphones. But you can use them for other cords too, and we use them for mostly like our cell phone cords. We have a few of them now, so my husband picked me up Potted Groot. Obviously I have not opened it yet, but we seem to be amassing quite a collection of these. We have like Freddy and Jason and Godzilla and Spider-Man and Gizmo, and now Potted Groot. So they're pretty cute, just little cute things to decorate your cords with. I like them a lot. And my husband tried to do something really cute. Unfortunately, one of my subscription boxes ruined it for him because this item came in one of those, but he had already bought it, so he gave it to me anyway. He was trying to be cute and give me the Impala for Christmas. Dean's Impala from Supernatural, obviously. And it was a really cute idea, and I do appreciate that he was trying to be cute. But unfortunately, it went and came. I think it was a loot crate, maybe, that this came in. So I do have two now. But it was still a really sweet, cute gesture. So thanks, Jason. So now we are into the Funko stuff. And the first thing I will show you is a keychain. I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but it is the 10th Doctor. And my husband, I kind of hinted to him that I wanted this, and he had already bought this. So it's a little sonic screwdriver keychain. So now I have two. I have a little sonic screwdriver and I have a little 10th Doctor, which is perfectly okay. And I'm not going to open these right now, but I wanted to show you that I got 4 mystery minis. The Marvel line mystery minis. And I haven't opened them yet because my daughter loves opening these, so I want to open them with her. So I'm not going to open them on this video, but I will show somewhere here-ish at some point. I will show you what they were when we opened them, because I think I'm going to open them right after this video. So she loves opening blind boxes and blind bags. So, and if you're interested, those are all the options that are available in the boxes. So hopefully I'll get something cool. And the last non-Funko Pop item is a fabrication. It's Thor, obviously. And apparently my daughter picked this out. In a previous Funko haul I showed you guys the Raphael and the Groot, that my husband had picked up for my daughter. And apparently when he was buying those two, she saw this one and said, "We have to get Thor for Mommy." So that's super cute because she knows I love Thor. If you ask her what my favorite superhero is, she will say Thor. So totally adorable, and I love it. I'm not going to take him out right now because these are kind of a pain in the butt to get out of the box, but you can see how cute and plushy and Chris Hemsworthy he is. And he's got the little plastic hammer and everything, so super sweet. I don't collect the fabrications, but I do have a couple of the really cute ones, and this one will go excellent with that collection. Moving on to actual Funko Pops. The first two that I will show you are actually for my daughter. My mother, her grandmother, got them for her for Christmas, but I wanted to show them to you since I'm showing you all the other Funko Pops and everything. She got a Elsa from Frozen Fever and a Cookie Monster. So they're pretty cute, and there she is. If you don't know, Frozen Fever is a little short that they did of the Frozen characters where it is Anna's birthday and Elsa is trying to give her the best birthday ever. But Elsa has a cold, and every time she sneezes, these little guys appear. These little snowman guys. So it's a super cute little short. If you are interested, if you have been driven insane by Frozen, maybe you won't be too interested in, but I thought it was super cute. And she was really happy to get this little Elsa in her different, it's like a springtime outfit with the flower in the hair and everything. So she was super happy to get that. And she also got the Cookie Monster with the googly eyes. Pretty cool. This is the only Sesame Street one that we have. And she was quick to tell me exactly how many cookies he had because I screwed up and said he had 2 when he has 4. She loves to correct me. He's pretty cute. Very nice job on the fur and everything and the googly eyes, and just really cute. I like it too. I have one little standalone from Harry Potter. It is Severus Snape, and my mother-in-law picked me up this for Christmas, so thank you very much, Jackie. I just recently started collecting a few of the Harry Potter ones. You guys would have seen them in previous fun hauls. So this is an excellent addition. I think I have Harry, Voldemort, and Dumbledore, and Hagrid. Did I just lose geek points? My mouth just does things sometimes. So now I have Severus Snape to add to the collection. There's not a great deal you can say about Severus Snape because black hair, black robes, that's all there is to him, but you can tell who he is. He's holding his wand there, and he even looks greasy in Funko Pop form, so it's pretty sweet. I do love it. Can't wait to add him to the group downstairs. These two are awesome. I have never seen them around anywhere other than online, but my husband managed to pick them up for me. They are the Shaun of the Dead Pops. Shaun and Ed, of course. And I love these pops. They are so cute. There are exclusives and chases and whatnot of them, you know, with blood splatter, or there's a one that's a zombie Ed, but these are the original ones, and personally they are my favorites. It would be cool to have the exclusives as well, but I do really like these original two. They are from the scene where they go out back to attack the zombie that is in their backyard. So Ed is holding the shovel and Shaun is holding the cricket bat. And there's a lot of little details, like they got Ed's shirt exactly, and they got, I'm not going to be able to get it close enough for you guys to really see, but they've got Shaun's ID tag on there from the store. And just a lot of good detail on like the stubble, the little beard, their excellent job in the hair. They're just really well done, especially for playing human characters. You know how I feel about playing human characters, but these are very well done, and there's no way you would mistake them for anybody else if you had ever seen the movie. So these are super cool and I love them. A couple of Disney ones. I had just said in my previous Funko haul that I really wanted an Oogie Boogie to go with my other Nightmare Before Christmas Pops, and it turns out my husband had it put away for Christmas, so I was super happy to unwrap this. This is so cool. Of all the characters that are available, there are actually quite a few Nightmare Before Christmas characters, but he is the important one that I wanted to be able to stand with Jack and Sally. So I'm super excited to have him. You can see there he is. He's like a really glowy looking green with all the stitching and everything, and he's holding the 2 dice. And he's got that really wide, creepy, eerie smile. So I love him. He's so cool, and he will look so nice standing next to Jack and Sally. Super happy to have gotten him for Christmas. And the other 2 Disney ones I have made me chuckle. My daughter loves them as well. They are the other 2 hipster princesses that I didn't have. In a previous video I showed you guys I got Hipster Ariel and Hipster Jasmine. These are the Cinderella and Belle, and they are the only other 2 unless they make more in the future, so it's pretty cool. I got all 4 of them now. I really don't understand what it is with the hipster thing where they suddenly decided to make a bunch of hipster princesses, but I do think that they're super cute too, so I'm really glad to have them. So there is Cinderella. She is basically identical to the basic Cinderella, except she's wearing the glasses, and I don't know if you can see, but her eyebrows are like super cocky, mad, hipster look, basically. And we have Belle, who has the same kind of eyes and with the glasses and everything, and I don't actually have an original Belle, so this is my first Belle, and she is looking super cranky, a little bit nerdy. This one actually makes a bit more sense because she reads so often. It would just, you would think, oh, I'm going to read. I'm weird. So there they are, the 2 other hipster princesses that I didn't have. Totally cute. I have a group of 5 that all go together. They are an entire line. My husband decided to get all 5 of them, and they are Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Which is definitely one of my favorite movies ever. If you haven't seen it, it's a very love it or hate it movie, and if you don't like intelligent, political, you know, all those kind of jokes, you're not going to get half of it. But there's also a lot of slapstick in it too, so it kind of appeals to both possible audiences. But I've known people that love the hell of it, and I know people that hate the hell out of it, so I would say go watch it because it is just one of those movies you should watch. You should try it out for yourself. So first we have King Arthur, and a very nice job on like the chainmail coming down from his crown and the symbol on his shirt and everything. And you guys can see he's holding the hand out like he's riding a horse. If you haven't seen the movie, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it is like the first scene, so it would make sense if you watched the first 5 minutes of the movie. Sir Bedivere, who is just an interesting pop because of the big weird helmet that he wears. So his head is all crushed in that weird helmet. It seems almost like they made it like it was going to open, but then it's glued, like I can see the glue. And I don't really understand that decision-making process, but whatever, it's still pretty cool. He's got the tree on his shirt there, and chainmail around his arms and everything. Very nicely done as well. There is the Black Knight, who is a very amusing character that shows up for one scene. You wouldn't think with the amount of time that he's in the movie that he would be important enough to bother with a pop, but he is such an amusing character that if you've seen the movie, you definitely know who this is, and you can probably quote some of his lines. I bet you any money that they're going to make an exclusive of him where he's falling apart. And if you don't understand that, go watch the movie, for God's sakes. This is the French taunter, quite possibly the funniest character in the movie, in my opinion. Also is only there for one scene, but he is basically just this French guy on top of a castle taunting the living hell out of the rest of the characters. And some of the stuff he says is just hysterical, so I'm really glad that they decided to make a pop of him. And the way he's holding his hands would make sense, again, if you'd seen the movie, but he does a lot of weird, random, crazy stuff and says some super funny lines, so keep him in mind if you do plan to actually watch the movie. And this is Tim the Enchanter. Yes, Tim the Enchanter, who is very well done with the horns and everything. I really like that. I think that he's probably the most well done now that I'm looking at it. He's got all these nice ridges on his outfit, and he's wearing, you can't see underneath the beard, but he's wearing all those necklaces and everything, and the horns are really not well done. I like him a lot. And he comes with the rabbit of Carbonog. I can't pronounce that. Some kind of Scottish sounding word. But he is basically the Death Bunny who eats the hell out of people. Look at him, he's so cute. I have 8 new Star Wars Pops. Most of these, if not all of them, are re-releases of Pops that had been vaulted. So my husband ran out and grabbed them as soon as he found out they were being re-released, so that I can add them to my Star Wars collection. So the first one I will show you is Han Solo. It is your basic classic Han Solo with the vest and the blaster. There he is, very nicely done. If you watched my Loot Crate video, you saw I got an old Han Solo from The Force Awakens. So this is young Han Solo. Very classic, very nicely done. He's got wearing his holster and everything. Like it a lot. And to square off with Han Solo, we have Greedo. They did a really good job on his head. He's like all bumpy, and he's got the 2 antenna ear things, whatever they are, and the mohawk looking kind of deal. Very nice job on his head mold. And of course he's got the long snout and everything. And he is holding up a blaster as well, so he can square off with Han Solo. Han shot first. We have a Gamorrean guard, and he is actually really well done for, you know, a side character that's not really all that important. They did a really good job on his mold. He is, you know, a weird pig alien creature, and with the horns and the tusks and the little pug nose, and just there's a lot of detail actually on like his wristbands and the shoulder parts, and just actually very well done for a side character, you know. Put a lot of detail and stuff into him, and he never says a word, so it's pretty cool. We have a Tusken Raider, and again, just like with the Gamorrean Guard, there is a lot of detail in this character. You can see they put a lot of detail into the head wraps and the robes and his, I believe, I feel like I'm hurting myself a little bit, but I think it's called a gaffy stick. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't kept up on the Star Wars trivia in a while. My brain might be depleting a bit, but I think it was called a gaffy stick, or Jaffe stick maybe. So, just a lot of nice detail on the head and the weird mask and everything. Cool. We have a clone trooper, who is quite similar to the stormtrooper, but of course with some differences in the helmet and everything. A true Star Wars fan can tell the difference between the stormtrooper, the clone trooper, the snowtrooper, and so on. Just throwing that out there. So there he is, clone trooper. The body is more or less identical to the stormtrooper, but with the different helmet. So you can see it has a slightly different shape. Can you guys hear the nonsense that's going on downstairs? You've probably been listening to it for like half of the video. We have Slave Leia, which is just, wow. She is obviously going to stand next to my Jabba. And you wouldn't think you could say too much because she's barely wearing anything. And, you know, but she's actually really well done. They did a good job of getting the outfit, such as it is, perfect, and they did a very nice job on her hair. So, like, you can tell who she is, where she's from. So, they did a pretty good job. I can't say anything else other than they did a pretty good job. The reason that I keep laughing and, like, can barely talk is because she's got cleavage. That's just weird to me, that my Funko Pop has cleavage. So I'm gonna stop there now. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Old Obi-Wan from the original movies. All of these were from the original movies, obviously. And he's one of the more plain of the ones that I just showed because he's basically just got the plain brown robe on and a little bit of white beard poking out underneath. But he is holding his blue lightsaber, so you know who he is. And definitely have to have him. If you're going to have a Star Wars collection, you've got to have Obi-Wan. So, very happy to have him. And the most important of all of those that I just revealed, in my opinion, we have Luke as a Jedi from Return of the Jedi. And there he is, wearing his black uniform from Return of the Jedi, holding his green lightsaber, and it's even got the little flap down on his top that is like that for most of the scenes. My only complaint is that the lightsaber is like bent. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's just the way the mold is. The end of the lightsaber is coming at a different angle than the main part of it, and that is going to annoy the hell out of me. But, whoops, I've noticed quite a few pops like that actually. Pops that are holding staffs or swords or stuff. That always seems to happen, and Funko, please fix that, because, man, that's annoying. But he is still super cool, of course, and a very important one to have if you are going to have a Star Wars Funko Pop collection, so awesome. We've got some Marvel Pops, and I'm going to start with the Pop Ride that I got. It is Deadpool's Chimichanga Truck, which I find incredibly silly, but I do love Deadpool, so it is definitely a cool thing to have. Side note, my husband also got me a couple of standalone Deadpool comics for Christmas, and I recently read Night of the Living Deadpool. I give it 2 thumbs up. So there it is, Deadpool's Chimichanga Truck, written on every side. And it's got the menus and the sides, so that's pretty cute, and it's got a little Deadpool in it. Very adorable. Ridiculous as hell, but I did want it because it's Deadpool and it's super cool. And if you take the little Deadpool out, he is actually eating a chimichanga. And the other 4 Marvel ones I have are Hot Topic exclusives. My cousin-in-law picked this one up for me for Christmas, and it's pretty cool because I just recently started watching the show. It is Agent Carter. And the exclusive part is she's holding the yellow orb bomb thing. So there she is. She's got her super cute blue outfit and red hat on, and she is holding the bomb. I like it a lot. I think it's really well done for the character. I just have a feeling that she's going to be falling over a lot. She's one of those ones on really thin legs. And she's a bobblehead, so I could see her probably falling over a lot. But she is super cool. I'm really glad that I got it. So thank you very much, Justin, if you're watching this video. We have Daredevil, which is pretty cool. This is the first Daredevil I've gotten. I don't think there's very many. This is a classic Daredevil, so he is pretty much flat red everywhere. His eyes are a little bit darker, and he's got the DD on his outfit, of course. Very cute, very cool. We watched the Daredevil Netflix show not that long ago, and I really liked it. He does not look like this in the show, of course, because this is old school kind of superhero. But just so you guys know, I thought it was a really good show. I enjoyed it a lot. And there's my little Daredevil pup. And I have these two guys. I think that these guys are super awesome. It is Anti-Venom and Carnage. Love, 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 love. I loved both of these characters when I was a kid, when I used to watch Spider-Man. So it is super cool to get these pops. There is Carnage. And he's got the super long, disgusting tongue and the black splash that's all over him. Just looks like grody black veins. And he's not like this super detailed pop, but I love him. I love him. He's just so cool and gross and disgusting. And Anti-Venom is the same way. He somehow looks creepier than regular Venom. I think maybe it's because the yellow eyes poking out. But he's got all the black splash on his face and the Spider-Man symbol on his back and front and the super long grody tongue. So together they are just so gross. I don't know. That's not even the word I'm looking for, but I love them. They're like creepy and weird. And they were some of my favorite characters ever when I was a kid. So, super cool to have these to add to my collection. Love them. And now that we're done with Marvel, we have a few DC pops. So, another Hot Topic exclusive, I have Black Lantern Reverse Flash, which is pretty cool. I don't follow much Green Lantern, so I don't really know a whole lot, but I know that the Black Lantern isn't good. I think the Black Lantern guys are like evil guys trying to destroy the universe. And so this is Reverse Flash as a Black Lantern. So, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. As a side note, I would love to read like all of these comics and know all of these stories. I just will never have the time. So there he is. He is Reverse Flash, but he is black because he's a Black Lantern, and he looks like a zombie or something. Like he's all grody looking in the mouth. Okay, so I looked it up because I was interested. So if you guys don't know, the Black Lantern Corps are like diseased characters. So that's why he kind of looks zombie-ish and disgusting. So that's interesting, and now I want to read that storyline even more because that sounds cool. And from PX Previews exclusives, we have Batman and Wonder Woman, and they are the New 52 versions of Batman and Wonder Woman. So that's pretty cool. I have several of the #1 Batman, but this is the New 52 version, and I also have Wonder Woman, and this is the New 52 version, so pretty cool. So there is the Batman. He is very similar to other Batman pops, but he has a different kind of a design on his uniform, and he is a black and gray version. There's a little bit of a weird paint scuff thing on his boot, which bugs me. But still, he is pretty cool. Another Batman to add to a collection of many, many Batman. And the Wonder Woman, who is more or less the same pop, but she's got a kind of a different cast to her colors. So there's like gray, grayish silver, where gold would normally be. That's pretty cool as well, and also a bit of some paint. You know, you guys probably can't tell from this video, but there's quite a few little nicks and splashes of paint, which is really annoying, but when she's on the shelf and you're not looking directly at her, you probably won't notice, so I guess I'll survive. And there are 6 more DC ones, and they all go together. This made me laugh so hard. My husband got me the Entertainment Earth Rainbow Batman. How awesome is that? I never really expected to have these rainbow Batmen, but they are so cool and funny, and they add 6 Batmen to an ever-growing list of Batmen. It's so ridiculous. So these are all basically identical but in different colors, so I'm going to very quickly take them out and show them to you without too much detail. So we have the basic blue one, which is more of a baby blue than you might usually see on a Batman. We have the orange one, who's like a dark orange and a light orange. We have green, again dark green, light green. This one is supposed to be yellow, but the cowl and everything looks more brown to me. Just throwing that out there. But he is supposed to be yellow. Purple. Awesome purple Batman. And I get the biggest kick of this one because it is like bubblegum hot pink. Too friggin' funny. So there they are. The 6 rainbow Batmen in just ridiculous colors. Just so funny. And it adds 6 more Batmen to my list. And last but not least, my husband chose to have me open this particular pop last. I am choosing to show it to you last because it is something I have wanted for a long time, and he managed to get it for me for Christmas, and I was super happy when I unwrapped it. It is Castiel, the Hot Topic exclusive Castiel with the black wings. And oh, I've been wanting this for so long. I do have a Castiel downstairs. I have the Leviathan one where he's like got grody blackness coming down on his face, but I really wanted a winged Castiel. So I was so excited when I unwrapped this for Christmas. And there he is in all his glory. The basic mold is the same as pretty much every Castiel, with his trench coat and everything, and the tie kind of not put together properly. And there's his wings. Very nice job on the wings. They're very pretty, and they're kind of almost a clear, like you can see through them a little bit, which I think gives a nice effect myself. So happy to finally have a winged Castiel. Super kudos for my husband for finding this for me. I love it. This is like the prize of my collection right now. Even though I have things that are worth more, I really just wanted him so bad. So this was like top of the line for the Christmas Funko Pop haul. So there you go, that was my ridiculously nerdy Christmas haul. All kinds of Funkos and a bunch of other stuff as well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had lots of fun showing it all to you. This will be the last video of 2015, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you've forgotten by the time you get to this part of the video, don't forget Pop in a Box. If you click on my link below, if you're interested in Pop in a Box, for a limited time only, you can get 20% off your first box, so don't forget about that. Please comment below to let me know what you thought of the haul, what you thought of what I got. If you have any questions on some of the stuff I showed earlier, I'd be happy to talk to you guys about it. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come back in 2016 for all kinds of more fun stuff. I will still be here for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy New Year!